So good morning friends. Our next lecture is Cauchy-Riemann equations. So what is the Cauchy-Riemann equation states? Is the function is analytic? Is the satisfy Cauchy-Riemann equations or not? If satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation, is the function is analytic or not? Okay, we have here two theorems. One is necessary condition for a function to be analytic, and second one is sufficient condition for a function to be analytic. We will discuss later that one. So see here, first one. We have first theorem, a necessary condition for a function to be analytic. What is the necessary condition for function to be analytic? The necessary condition is if the function is analytic, okay, if the function is f of z is analytic, then it satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equations. What are the Cauchy-Riemann equations? Is the relation between real and imaginary parts of complex function. F of z is complex function which is equal to, we usually notated, u plus I into v, iota into v, u plus iv. U is real part and v is imaginary part. Is the relation between real and imaginary part. That relation is dou u by dou x equal to dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y equal to negative into dou v by dou x. This relation is called the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, what is the necessary condition? If function is analytic, then it must and should satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, if Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied, then function is may or may not be analytic. Okay, now are you listen clearly? If Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied, then the function is may or may not be analytic. But if a function is analytic, then it satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, now function analytic, then Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. Okay, see here statement. Suppose that the function f of z equal u plus I into v is continuous in neighborhood of the point z and is differentiable at z. Okay, function is continuous in neighborhood and differentiable at z. Okay, then the first order derivatives u and v, then the first order derivatives of u and v exist. Without existence of derivatives, you can't satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, the first order derivatives are exist and satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation, and satisfies the ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. This relation is called the Cauchy-Riemann equations. We simply call CR equations. Okay, we have proof, we will discuss here. See, so in that statement, f of z is complex function u equal to, sorry, f of z equal to u plus I into v is continuous in some neighborhood of the point z and differentiable at z. Since f of z is differentiable at z, so by definition of differentiability, I am using f dash of z equal to limit delta z tends to 0, f of z plus delta z minus f of z by delta z. Okay, so f of z equal to u plus iv. I am adding delta z. Okay, f of z equal to u plus iv. U equal to u of x plus delta x. So slight difference I am adding. Y plus delta y plus I into v of x increment is delta x, y increment is delta y, minus is f of z plus delta z value. First one. Next, f of z equal to minus of u plus iv, u plus iv by delta z. Delta z equal delta x plus I into delta y. So I will simplify real and imaginary part of two parts. Okay, see here. Since limit exists, they must and have same value independent of the path along which delta y tends to 0 first, and then follow delta x tends to 0. I consider two paths. So first one is delta y tends to 0 first and follow the delta x tends to 0. So second path is delta x tends to 0 first and then follow the delta y tends to 0. That is second one. Okay, na? Delta x tends to 0 first and then follow the delta y tends to 0. Okay, first one, delta y tends to 0 first and then follow the delta x tends to 0. So equation 1, so this equation 1 becomes f dash of z equal to limit delta x tends to 0. we put a delta y tends to 0 in the equation 1 and apply the limit of delta x tends to 0 to the equation 1. So delta, so u of x plus delta x comma y plus delta y value is 0, so that is y plus I into v of x plus delta x comma y plus 0 minus u plus I into v by delta x plus I into delta y value is 0. Okay, so simplifying this value, real and imaginary part, two parts are, first one real part, the real part is u plus u of x plus delta x comma y minus u of x comma y by delta x, first one. Second, take the imaginary part I value common, I of v of x plus delta x comma y minus v of x comma y by delta x. Okay, so by the definition of differentiability is a slight difference in x, slight difference in x, that's a derivative of x. So u is function of x comma y, x comma and y, so is a derivative term, so that's why I'm putting the partial derivative with respect to x plus I into is partial derivative with respect to x, but function is v, dou v by dou x, simply we call ux plus I into vx. Same similarly apply the second one, the second one is delta x tends to 0 first and then follow the delta y tends to 0. So that means you put delta x tends to 0 in equation 1 and apply the limit delta y tends to 0. In this case we get the f dash of z equal to same symbol in the previous procedure. We can continue like that. So 1 by I into dou u by dou y plus dou v by dou y, same similarly, so previous one also same like that, but in last one second term is 0, but in second one first term delta x is 0, that is delta 0 plus I into delta y, denominator is I into delta y, that's why here obtain I. Okay, in second one is b coefficient is I, imaginary term I will be cancelled numerator and denominator. So 1 by I value is just I'm multiplying with and dividing with I by I square value is minus 1, so that is minus I dou u by dou y plus dou v by dou y. Okay, is f of z. If function is differentiable, independent paths both have the same value, so first one and second one along the two paths. Okay, first path and second path have the same limit, in that case the function to be differentiable. Okay, so comparing equation 1 and 2, real and imaginary parts. So in this real part is ux, the second one is vy, ux equal to vy, and imaginary part is vx equal to minus uy, simply we write uy equal to minus vx. So compare equation 1 and 2 real and imaginary parts, ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. These equations are called the Cauchy-Riemann equations, simply we call CR equations. Okay, if a function is analytic, then CR equations are satisfied. If CR equations are satisfied, then function may or may not be analytic. Okay, if analytic, CR equations are satisfied. See here one example. Show that the function f of z. Okay, show that the function f of z equal to x cube into 1 plus I minus y cube into 1 minus I by x square plus y square at z not equal to 0. At z equal to 0, first one is z not equal to 0. At z equal to 0, function is 0. Okay, show that that function is satisfies CR equations at z equal to 0, but not, okay, f dash of 0 exist, but f dash of 0 does not exist, simply. Okay, so given function f of z equal to u plus iv in usual notation, u is real part, v is imaginary part. So given function at z not equal to 0, at z equal to 0, u of 0 comma 0 plus I into v of 0 comma 0, here u value 0 and v value is also 0. Okay, f of z equal to, just I'm simplifying real and imaginary part, x cube into 1 and minus y cube into 1, that value is x cube minus y cube by denominator x square plus y square plus I into the first one I and second one I, take the I common, x cube minus and minus plus y cube, x cube plus y cube by x square plus y square is the real part and is imaginary part of the function f of z. what we have to show the for the given function? CR equations are satisfied, but function is f dash of 0 does not exist. Okay? Is not differentiable at z equal to 0, but function is CR equations are satisfied. Okay, using the definition of differentiability, dou u by dou x equal to, okay, dou u by dou x equal to limit delta x tends to 0, sorry, limit x tends to 0, u of x comma 0 minus u of 0 comma 0 by x minus 0. Same like f of z minus f of 0 by z minus 0. But here function is with respect to x derivative. Delta x tends to 0, u function value is x cube minus y cube by x square plus y square. Put x y equal to 0. Okay, now put y equal to 0. X cube minus 0 cube by x square plus 0 square minus u of 0 comma 0 value is given that in starting function that value is 0 by x minus 0. So after simplification you get the x cube by x cube, it will be cancelled, you will get the 1. Similarly with respect to y derivative term, dou u by dou y equal to limit y tends to 0. Okay, now limit y tends to 0, u of x comma y actually, but put x equal to 0. Okay, put x equal to 0 because of should find the at z equal to 0. Z equal to 0 means x plus iy equal to 0 plus I into 0 with respect to x0 and with respect to y0. Okay, first one is y tends to 0. Put x equal to 0 in u function, that is 0 cube minus y cube by 0 square plus y square minus u value 0 by y minus 0. It will happen minus 1. Similarly vx, v of x comma y value x cube plus y cube by x square plus y square. Put y equal to 0 one time and put x equal to 0 second time. You will get the vx value 1 and vy value is 1. Okay, are they satisfied CR equations or not? Dou u by dou x value 1, dou v by dou y value 1. First one satisfied. Next second one, dou u by dou y equal to minus 1 is equal to minus of dou v by dou x value. Okay, minus of dou v by dou x value. Are they satisfied CR equations or not? CR equations are satisfied. Now we should check the differentiability at z equal to 0. Okay, CR equations are satisfied. Is f dash of 0, f dash of 0 equal to, I am using the definition, limit z tends to 0, f of z minus f of 0 by z minus 0. Put f of z value, f of 0 value is given that 0 by z value x plus iy. Okay, now so rationalize denominator x plus iy value, multiplying with x minus iy by dividing with x minus iy. Okay, after simplification you will get the 1 plus I into x cube plus I into y cube x minus iy by x square plus y square whole power 2. Okay, so this function can be written as like this, 1 plus I into x cube plus I into y cube. Okay, if you get doubt, so multiply this one, you will get the same previous one. So along the path y equal to mx, put y equal to mx and apply the limit x tends to 0. Okay, now in numerator it will be common term is x power 4. X power 4 and x power 4 will be cancelled. Okay, after applying x tends to 0 to the given function, you will get this limit. Okay, in this limit m is arbitrary term. Okay, m indicate the slope, m is arbitrary, is slope of the straight line passes through the origin. Okay, m is arbitrary slope, arbitrary value, but this limit is depends on that arbitrary value. That means limit depends on m value, m is arbitrary constant, hence limit does not exist. So that limit equal to f dash of 0. Is the f dash of 0 exist? Does not exist because of this value depends on the m. M is arbitrary constant. Okay, different values of m having different limits. If limit is exist, that is unique, but here we get the different limits. It is contradiction. So therefore f dash of 0 does not exist. F dash of 0 does not exist. So this example shows the CR equations are satisfied, but function is not differentiable at z equal to 0. Is not differentiable but z equal to 0 means is not analytic simply. Okay, without satisfying differentiability condition never be analytic. Okay na? CR equations are satisfied, but function is not differentiable at z equal to 0 is not analytic function. Okay na? If a function is analytic, then must and should satisfy CR equations. CR equations are satisfied, that function may or may not be analytic. So this is the counter example for the not analytic function. Okay. Next theorem is sufficient condition for a function to be analytic. So last one is necessary condition for a function to be analytic. So now we discuss the sufficient condition for a function to be analytic. What is the sufficient condition? So simply we write f of z equal u plus iv. U real part and v is imaginary part. U and v are continuous. Okay, u and v are continuous. Real and imaginary part are continuous functions and have continuous first order partial derivatives. Continuous first order partial derivatives means dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y. These are first order derivatives. The first order partial derivatives are exist in domain D. Okay na? Simply u and v. Okay na? U and u comma v are continuous and ux comma vx, uy comma vy are continuous, exist and have partial derivatives. Okay, dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x, dou v by dou y. These all are exist first case. Without existence, we cannot talk about continuous and differentiability. These four derivatives are exist and are continuous and satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation. And satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equations, all points in domain D. Then only function is analytic. Okay na? When the function is analytic, if a function equal to f of z equal u plus iv is said to be analytic means its first order real and imaginary parts first order partial derivatives are exist and are continuous and satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Sometimes exist, but Cauchy-Riemann equation may not be satisfied. Okay, so sufficient condition means these four derivatives are exist and continuous and satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, exist, continuous, okay, and Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. Then only function is analytic is the sufficient condition. Okay, see here. Suppose that the real and imaginary parts u and v of the function are continuous and have continuous first order partial derivatives in domain D. If u and v satisfy CR equations at all points in D, then function f of z is analytic in D. If it is analytic, we can write its derivative f dash of z. That f dash of z equal to ux plus I into vx, or by Cauchy-Riemann equation ux equal to vy, vx equal to minus uy. We can write first one or second one, no problem, as your comfortability. Okay, see here with one example. Using the Cauchy-Riemann equations, show that f of z equal to mod z square is not analytic at any point. Using the Cauchy-Riemann equation, show that function f of z equal to mod z square is not analytic at any point. At any point. Okay, let f of z equal to mod z square. Mod z square means z into z bar. Z equal to x plus iy. Z into z bar is x square plus y square. Okay, here u equal to x square plus y, real part, imaginary part is 0. U equal to x square plus y square, v equal to 0. So differentiate partially with respect to x and with respect to ux equal to x, uy equal to 2y. With respect to x derivation, y terms constant. With respect to y terms, y derivative, x terms are constant. So vx and vy both are 0 because the function is 0. Function is constant. Constant derivation is whatever it partial derivation or ordinary derivation, whatever it, the derivative terms are 0. Uy, ux are 0. So therefore, so what will give the Cauchy-Riemann equations? If we put these values in Cauchy-Riemann equations, okay. Therefore, Cauchy-Riemann equations ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx, which gives the 2x equal to 0, x equal to 0. Second one, 2y equal to 0, y equal to 0. CR equations are satisfied only at z equal to 0. Without x equal to 0, y equal to 0, CR equation is it satisfied? Does not satisfy. Okay. if we put x equal to 1, 1 equal to 0, is it correct? Never be right. So other than 0, x comma y, Cauchy-Riemann equations are never be satisfied. So Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied only at z equal to 0. Other than 0 does not satisfy. So therefore f of z, is it analytic? Other than 0 not satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations. If z equals 0, satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations. But in that neighborhood, okay, suppose is z equal to 0. At point Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied, but in its neighborhood does not satisfy. At least one point Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied, is function is not analytic. Therefore function is not analytic for all z. Okay, for all z. Thank you.